What's up guys, Will here, and we are talking about what is the best partner for Sereniel. I don't want to waste your time, so the first thing I want to say, of course, the best partner will be Peko, okay? The one that is on the seasonal banner at the moment, okay? This will be so far the best partner for Sereniel because this partner has specific mechanics for Sereniel. It increases the attack percentage by 8. When the silent combatant card moves from graveyard to hand, gain 1 repair complete, and this repair complete gives more 10% damage that can reach 3 stacks, which will be 30%, and increase the damage amount of the silent combat attack cards that are used against ravaged targets. And there are not much characters that have this mechanic to deal more damage to ravaged targets. So Peko so far will be the best one, but I want to talk about all the other options and which ones you can pick. So Sereniel is a hunter, so we're gonna have a look at all the hunter partners. So let's change this to hunter, and we can see Peko here. So Peko is the first one. She's pretty good, and also for the ego skill, when ally inflicts ravage, gives 1 overclock to a silent combatant. The overclock will give you 25% more critical chance, and if you're not aware, our Sereniel works really well with critical chance, and this will be really important for the next partners I'm going to talk about, so that's why I'm going to mention that. On the potentials, if you check these ones, they will increase your damage if you have more than 20% critical chance on this one, and then 30%, and then 60%, which is a lot. I've been trying to build some critical chance. I'm still on the 38, not so bad, but the aiming or the goal is to reach those 60%, which it's a long way until we get some really decent gear to get that. Because of this, the next partner that will be your best pick if you don't want to summon, the partner for Sereniel will be Sereniel, okay? Because this character works really well with critical chance. It increases the critical chance by 8%, so it will be closer to that 60%, and when you deal a critical hit, you will have plus 3% critical damage and stacks up to 5 times. So it means that you can increase your critical damage by 15, alright? Which is a lot, and also deals some damage and vulnerable to increase your damage, okay? So this will be your second best pick. Then we have Kiara. Kiara can be a really great pick. It will be your third pick. If you have more than 10 or more cards in the graveyard, and you can easily get 10 cards in a graveyard because you generate a lot of lasers that you eventually send to the graveyard, this will increase your damage by 15%. And when a card is discarded for the first time, also increase 25% damage amount to attack cards. Besides this, the ego skill will increase 200% damage plus 20% damage by the number of the cards in the graveyard. And sometimes when you already generated a lot of cards, this will increase your damage by a lot. So if you don't get the 5-star partner Peko from the seasonal banner, don't worry. If you use Sereniel or Kiara, you can deal a really good amount of damage. You can get Sereniel from the pass, okay, the monthly pass for the Arcanian supply. When you reach level 30, you can pick Sereniel, or you can use the other on the shop, the other materials to get her as well, or even Kiara. Then we have Janet. Janet is not even a choice because she can increase the critical chance, but that's it, alright? And then she has this ultimate skill, but the ultimate skill and the passive work with bullet cards. And Sereniel doesn't have any bullet cards, so this will not be a good option. It's not even an option. Akkad, the same thing. It works with bullets, as you guys can see. It gives a passive with bullets, so it's not worth to use them as well. But then we have Karate. You can use Karate. If you don't have any of these 5 stars, you can use Karate as well. This one will increase the damage by 10%. When the combatant generates a card for the first time, will increase more damage. And then for 1 turn, increase the damage of card generated by silent combatant abilities by 20%. She can generate a lot, and this will increase a lot of the damage. And finally, we have Yuri. That will increase the damage as well, and up on the first shuffle will deal damage again, and the ego skill will draw 2. Forgot to talk about this one. Yeah, no, this one is alright. So, the order, tier list for this. The best partner will be Peko, no questions about that. Then Sereniel, because she can increase a lot of the critical chance and critical damage. Kiara, I think she's pretty on the same level as Sereniel, not with critical chance, but she can provide a lot of damage, so both are really great options and good alternatives to Peko. And then you can use Garrote, and finally Yuri. Okay, then Janet and Akkad I don't really think is an option, just because they work better with bullet characters. Like if you guys go here and we check the hunters, like Lucas, not Lucas, like Runoa or Luke, these ones, they have cards that specify that they are bullets, as you guys can see here. Okay, there's bullet, and it says here again, there's bullet, bullet. If it doesn't say it's a bullet, then it's not gonna work. If we check on Sereniel, she doesn't have anything saying these are bullet cards. Okay, those are not bullet cards, so those passives and abilities from those partners I talked about will not work with Serenity, so the other ones will be a better option. I hope this video was helpful and helps you to decide which partner you should pick to Sereniel. Hope you have a great day, and don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for more K0 Nightmare content. I'll see you in the next video.